Now obviously, this wouldn't make Rakai very happy at all, as it seems like he didn't have any ill intentions with Lil Tay. However, Lil Tay would continue to spread the narrative that Rakai is a liar and scumbag, by making yet another tweet stating, "Quick enough to call me a liar, but not quick enough to send me the flight details. Not quick enough to make sure your guest doesn't get kicked out of the hotel you're supposed to be paying for. Not quick enough to apologize. I'm posting the receipts in a second, don't worry."
This is just so fucking... like, just fucking farmed. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just not shocked by any of this shit. You already know what it is, baby. What's cracking? What's shaking? For the bros and the babes. What up? I ain't gonna lie, you saw it on the thumbnail. Yeah, Jones going on with Lil Tay. Let backstory. Y'all know Trilly not doing nothing else with his life. Sloppy. You already know. Alright, so we talked about it. We was literally talking about this the other day. So Kai gets, you know what I'm saying, basically the AMPG League, that's what they calling the heads now. They get him a new content crib, boom. Rakai, Ray, Punga, Talil, you know what I'm saying, Reggie, Lorani, so everybody in that joint, cool, boom. So Rakai does a crazy collab stream with Lil Tay. You know what I'm saying? That joint funny, cool, or whatever, boom, boom, John's going down. Apparently, they was going back and forth on the stream. Heads was fighting, like, being Lil Tay and Rakai. I'm like, alright, this joint, bro, this just clip farming. I'm sorry, like, bro, I'm way past the psyop. Like, this is all, like, I already know I'm way past this shit. We been broke the fourth wall. Like, this is quite literally, to me, all clip farming, even to where we get into now with the vid. Like, this all complete farming. But, even sidebar that. So, they going crazy, whatever, back and forth. The stream ends, they end they joint. They had like, I think 2 streams or whatever. Boom, that y'all cool. It comes out, Lil Tay calling out Rakai saying he ain't even pay for the hotels. Like, yo, he was flying her out in spirit. All this joint, like, yo, he wasn't really locking down the business. I'm like, word? I'm like, never. I'm like, yo, this not good optics. Like, what's going on? Only to come to find out, Rakai get on the stream, he said never. He came out, said, nah, the proof right here though. The proof right here though. I'm like, oh gosh. So we better hop into it, cause yeah, Heads is calling out Lil Tay now for this joint, saying she really just back on the clout farming. Y'all already know what it is, back on the farming, like back when she was 9, you know what I'm saying, making the clips. It's crazy. So yeah, we about to get right into it. Oh yeah, aside, cause you know Trill talks everything, Trill yaps everything. So let's get right into it. Y'all already know what it is, gang. Shout out, it's Janky. Y'all already know. We got Lil Tay just reached a new low. Of course, if you want to watch the OG vid, down in the description, first link. Like I said, go share the love in watching this Janky. Good vids out here. You already know. Share the love the community. But let's see, bro, because this Lil Tay John is stupid. It's all farming.
So Lil Tay is proven once again to be one of the most diabolical clout chasers on the internet, as after the multiple days of content she did with the streamer Rakai, she would go live on her own channel, basically exposing him for not only being a bad host when she was staying at his house, but also scamming her out of a hotel room.
Stop, Lil Tay, stop lying to your audience. Rakai, your name is not. None of these receipts. My manager is. Only 3 hours of sleep, fresh off spirit. I got kicked out twice. We had to find a new hotel because it was overbooked. Meanwhile, you were spamming me to hop on stream. Like, bro, I can't even read any of this shit. God damn, we need like a better screenshot. It's not his janky fault, but like she need to take like better flicks of this shit.
Room and plane tickets. Now this would cause a lot of controversy in the streaming community, as Rakai has been one of the fastest growing streamers on the platform, constantly making—
yeah, because we just came off the vid too, like where XQC was saying like they were view botting and shit. And I was saying some of the heads in the jump could potentially be view botting, but I don't think heads like Rakai and Ray are view botting. Like I just think like, yeah, these heads are generally growing, because again, and one other point the heads was making, especially towards like Reggie, like yo, all these heads, like, you know what I'm saying, within AMP and APG League, like whether it be Kai, Agent, you know what I'm saying, Duke and his fandom, you know what I'm saying, anybody streaming, or whether it be Rakai themselves, Ray, you know what I'm saying, Talil, Oldham, when they stop streaming, bro, they all be going to heads like Reggie, and this whole thing funnels. It's the same thing with the FaZe guys, like, bro, if Blackboy Max not streaming, bro, or whatever, he get off stream, then if ours go to Jason not streaming, they go to Ron, Ron not streaming, they go to Lacey. Like, this is that same type of jump. So I don't know, I think some of the heads probably could be potentially, but at the same time, I think this could just happen, bro. This is just content shit now, especially like with clips funneling and all this type of shit, bro. Like this jump always going on, and heads always seeking to see like, yo, what's the next streamer, especially if they in these content groups, like what's the next streamer doing. We always trying to keep up with that shit. I'm telling you, it's that brain rot. Niggas are on it.
content with other massive streamers, including his daddy Kai Cenat, and pulling some pretty insane numbers in the process, that were, by the way, not botted one bit. So, like
that's
the
what
video,
I'm saying. And that was another thing too I was saying within the you know, XQC and Kai beef, John. Like, bro, it wouldn't make any sense for a head, especially like Rakai, to pay for bots, because you already have the Kai Cenat cosign. They all do. What is the point of even paying for them, Johns? You are gonna grow like semi-organically, because like, yeah, you them themselves are entertaining. People do like to watch them, but like, yo, you always gonna have like Kai around a collab and being a John. Like what is the point of bots? The audience gonna be there. So that was one thing I was kind of thinking with X's argument against the John. Like, it just doesn't make sense for them to do the bots. Like, what's the point? Heads are gonna be around to consume their shit anyway.
To gain 10 brain cells. Trust me, it works 100% of the time. And let's go back to the beginning of this drama, where directly after leaving Rakai's house, Lil Tay would go live on her own channel to expose him.
Yeah, so today was the second day I got kicked out of my hotel.
Let me see. No sleep, kept the hotel twice, stranded in LA. In LA. I'm a dumbass. In Atlanta, running on sleep. On around no sleep. It's not about money. I pay for the hotels and flights, but it's pain, disrespectful to host me and put me through this damn
room because Rakai's not taking responsibility as a host. I got kicked out, so I had to figure this out for myself, this hotel room. And I figured out my own flight back home.
See, that's the thing though with me. Like, I'm just not even taking these precautions. Like, I'll be willing to do the collab or whatever the fuck, but like, bro, I'm gonna make sure my own amenities is paid for. I won't even want to deal with this type of shit where I'm struggling to find out if I'm not even gonna have a place to sleep tonight. It's not even worth the pain. I'm not even about to do it. Don't worry, I'm gonna make sure my shit booked. I'm gonna be there though. Like, yo, you like, if you really about it, you really trying to like show like, you know what I'm saying, generosity and shit. Like, yo, listen, I do love some food. You feel me? I do love some food, but yeah, that's the thing. Like, Lil Tay, I would have just had that shit booked yourself. Like, even if you still want to do the collab, like let Rakai do some other shit for you. Just this, you gotta make sure your team already got this handled. Like,
tomorrow, I would have flown back today, but the flights were all sold out because all this shit is so unorganized, unplanned, last minute.
Now, what made this entire situation seem super confusing was that the flight was actually supposed to be for the next day, as Lil Tay was supposed to stay another day to keep doing content with Rakai, which can be seen whenever Rakai would show plane tickets for April 10th, which I'm pretty sure was the same day of what was supposed to be their last stream together on Kai Cenat's stream.
Let me see. Look, 410. What's today? 410. Wait, no! No, you're trying to make me look bad. Now you're weird. No, wait. No. What?
He said, hold on, nigga, you frauding? Nah, that's just crazy.
Nigga, no, it's wait, what's today? Wait, hold on, time out. No, nigga, listen, right? She know that she was leaving today, but since she was mad that we wasn't gonna do another stream, like today, she made that whole thing up. So that's what happened.
So what it looks like here.
So basically, like, you saying since you were supposed to have a whole nother content day streaming, like, and that shit didn't happen, she just lied about the whole John, said he was disingenuous, wasn't doing shit, didn't pay for her John. Alright.
Is Lil Tay was just mad because she didn't want to do another stream with Rakai and thought that quote-unquote exposing him and saying all this negative stuff about him would ultimately result in her getting more clout and views, which obviously we know now is like—
that's just fucking dumb. And that's what I'm saying. If she did go into this shit the intention of like clout farming off this shit, that is just so fucking stupid. I don't know. Like, that's going down like the Natalie Reynolds path instead of like, you know what I'm saying, like the Cinna path. Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, why would you do that shit? Of course you want to keep the Rakai fucking Kai Cenat collabs. The fucking, like, bro. And is he coming from a nigga where, bro, I don't give a fuck if I make the same videos, the same slot my entire career. That shit, like, bro, this is the shit I like to do. I like it sloppy. Like, bro, I don't give a fuck about really getting to the mainstream levels. I like talking about this shit that goes on within them levels, but that's not even me. But even come from me, like, bro, why the fuck would you not want to keep the Rakai connection, the fucking Kai Cenat connections, the fucking AMPG League and or AMP connections? What the fuck? Aren't you trying to grow as a content creator? What are we doing? It just wouldn't make no sense optically. But if she really felt disrespected, I mean, that's her own regard. I ain't gonna lie.
Like the only thing she cares about. In fact, even before this, Rakai would show the plane receipts on stream.
That's what I was talking about earlier.
Proving that he actually bought her the tickets, and after this would get mega clipped on Twitter, she would reply to it saying liar. Now obviously, this wouldn't make Rakai very happy at all, as it seems like he didn't have any ill intentions with Lil Tay. However, Lil Tay would continue to spread the narrative that Rakai is a liar and scumbag, by making yet another tweet stating, quick enough to call me a liar, but not quick enough to send me the flight details. Not quick enough to make sure your guest doesn't get kicked out of the hotel you're supposed to be paying for. Not quick enough to apologize. I'm posting the receipts in a second, don't don't worry.
This is just so fucking, like, just fucking farmed. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just not shocked by any of this shit.
And then she would post the receipts to the hotel, also stating, "Stop lying to your audience, Rakai. Your name is on none of these receipts. My manager's is. With only 3 hours of sleep. Fresh off Spirit, I got kicked out twice and had to find a new hotel because it was overbooked. Meanwhile, you were spamming me to hop on stream." Honestly, some pretty crazy accusations. However, it would only continue to get worse from here, as she would post the receipts for plane tickets that she also bought.
Let me see. What a name at for this shit. No, the name's just crossed out. Damn. You lied about everything this whole trip, even about getting my flight back. Don't worry, I'm getting all out tonight and exposing every lie you told on me. Nah, this.
Saying, "You lied about everything this whole trip, even about getting my flight back. Don't worry though, I'm getting on live tonight and exposing every lie you told on me." It's so fucking stupid because Lil Tay's dragging this shit longer than the fucking meme, bro. It seems like for
And you know what else is massive?
Kai's trying his best to stay out of this drama, but about every 5 seconds, Lil Tay just makes another tweet, attempting to drag it on for longer than it ever had to be, and if anything, adding even more information, making this way more complicated. But we also
Like, and it's like, see, a nigga like me, I can't say shit, because if I be like, oh, nah, she's milking this shit. Nigga, Chili milking this shit too. It's like, yo. Nah, but like, if she's really pressed and all that type of shit, I understand, but she probably would be better off handling that shit more behind the scenes. That's what I'm saying. It's looking a little bit farby, because if it was really a prop and like real for real, that's definitely some junk you wouldn't handle on camera. Like,
have to remember that
or
Rakai
better yet, like not even on the internet, because obviously I had to collab with the stream, but like within this business of her being tight, like not even on Twitter or on the internet, like, yo, that's a real life
is
shit.
literally 16 and Lil Tay is 17. We are quite literally dealing with fucking high school drama all broadcasted
Nah, seriously.
online, with Lil Tay just continuing to stir the pot more and more.
Rakai, the receipt for the plane ticket you're claiming I'm on is false. If I were on that flight,
Was this on the plane? Yo, this motherfucker got turbulence.
I would have landed by now. But I'm in a layover in Texas, and it's 8:56 p.m. I'm not on that flight. Stop lying. And look at that, you and Kai are talking about it right now. Let me guess, you're gonna pull up your fake receipts
90K live. God damn, yo, Kai be always having like 100K or some shit.
saying I left in the afternoon. Does it look like the early afternoon right now?
It's just kind of goofy because for all we know, this shit could have been so easily fake.
That's what I'm saying. And this is so like easily manufactured shit too. That's what I'm saying. Like I can't believe none of that. Like even over Kai, so I can't believe none of this shit is real. At the same point, like I can see how, like, obviously with more receipts on the shit, how it could be swayed like to one side. It'd be like more like provable for one side. But at the same time, I'm always gonna think all of this shit is all farming.
She could have literally had a plan where as soon as she left Rakai's house, she could just start spreading rumors about Rakai lying. She could have literally bought a night plane ticket specifically to make this clip so she can
It's not like she don't got cheese, which is a whole nother thing too. Like,
make Rakai look bad to farm more.
I remember she was on the jaw, telling Kai, like, bro, I got real hyper calls. Like I own them Johns. I'm like, all right, where? So then why you pressed about the ticket? It's just, see, like, at the same time, farming.
More and more engagement. I mean, while this could be true, it could also very well be false. Like, there's nowhere near enough proof.
It's not about the money. It's about the lack of sleep, the sleep deprivation, the lack of respect for me, because if you could not renew the hotel, you could have just told me. Why am I getting tossed out not once, but twice?
And that's what I was saying earlier though, Lil Tay. Like you gotta have the priorities. Now me personally, again, I would have went in that joint. Like, yeah, I do the collab, yeah, it's cool, but like the amenities, I'm handling that. Like I don't even want to take the precautions, especially I'm in another state I don't live in, like all that type of junk. It's not my city. Like never. I gotta make sure I'm handled, I'm in the right type of junks. Now within that, if obviously Rakai would have promised you and all that, like that's his regard. Like he should have stayed on 10 toes. But even still with this collab, it's not like Heads is like your best friend and whatever. Like, yo, Heads is still like on that type of tip where you're collaborators, and this is like majority for the content. So even still, you gotta have yourself handled. I don't know. How could you 100% trust? I don't know. I'm not saying Heads is gonna be snaky if you try to do collaborations. Obviously, that's dumb. Like there are obviously generally good Heads making content, doing all this shit, making sure you're just cordial, cool, keeping it P. But like still, I gotta make sure it's handled by me. Come on, Lil Tay, you should have been new this jump, but you a jit though. Like I'm again, like they just gonna keep making dumbass decisions, bro. They gotta learn real shit. Like that's just real talk.
Wasting my goddamn time, making me even more sleep deprived. I got on stream 2 hours of sleep, hungry the entire day. I got tossed out and I had to spend so much of my fucking time looking for a new hotel.
Yo, Lil Tay, you about to take off. Like, yo, instead of going on the Joe, you could be taking a nap right now.
Each other out.
In a foreign city.
This just sounds like something that could have easily been solved if there was just better communication. She said she was hungry. Like, if she needed food, why couldn't she have just ordered food? I mean, by the looks of it, she clearly has money.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's exactly what I was saying earlier. I'm like, yo, you not broke as hell. Like,
Chipotle burrito is literally like 15 bucks on DoorDash. And I'm sure Rakai wouldn't care.
nah, what about after the fees, though? Was that with the fees? Hold on.
A Chipotle burrito is literally like 15 bucks.
Oh, yeah, that is with the fees. Yo, these fees aren't even bad. Yo, how your fees this low? Bro, the service fee be like $5. Bro, what? No.
On DoorDash. And I'm sure Rakai wouldn't care if you ordered food. I mean, it's not like he's holding you at gunpoint.
And after I finally get situated, I'm way too exhausted, but you're telling me, get on stream, like, stop lacking. I'm sleep deprived. You have no respect for me. I got tossed out twice. Had to figure that shit out on my own. And then you have the audacity to go on stream saying I'm lying when you're lying to your fans.
Yo, this shit is so fucking dumb. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Because why would I lie about this? Am I just like a crazy person?
Yes.
Didn't you fake your death a little bit ago, Lil Tay? Like,
I think honestly, Rakai's just trying to stay out of this controversy as much as possible, as it's so clear now that Lil Tay is just an engagement farmer at its finest. I mean, she's done literally everything she possibly can.
I just don't understand the optics play with her doing this. Like, you don't benefit from this. Have it, again, like I was saying earlier, and they call it glaze. You know what I'm saying? But, like, bro, instead of drama farming and getting, like, you know what I'm saying, some, like Twitter engagement and little Twitter clout from this, bro, having the Kais and that, like, you know what I'm saying, again, like, connection, the Rakai connection is just way better optically, like, in terms of the long run for being a content creator. I don't not know what the play was. I really don't. Like, honestly, we needed to draw up a whole new shit in the playbook. Like,
To try to drag this controversy on for as long as possible. Although when you really think about it, this controversy really isn't that deep. Like, yes, Lil Tay was sleep deprived, but in the end, who the fuck really cares? Like, she's literally on a plane now. Go to fucking sleep.
that's exactly what I've been saying the whole time. Like, yo, Lil Tay, like, you're making this vid, but like, yo, you about to take off. You still got time to look, get as comfortable as possible in the chair, because I ain't gonna lie, yeah, these plane seats still be fuckery. But like, yeah, like, you could hit the nap right now. Like, you just still on here making these clips. Like,
Sleep. You don't have to be watching Kai Cenat's stream and recording it for your Snapchat story. She would also try to call Rakai on stream multiple times, which he would hang up literally every time. And this is probably because Rakai's realizing now that if he just leans into this controversy anymore, it's just gonna have a negative impact on his career. He'd be better off just ignoring her completely and letting it go.
Y'all hear this? He just hung up. Yo, Rakai, y'all telling me to call Rakai? I just called him and he just hung up. Why'd he just hang up? I'm blocked? Oh, cause did he block me now? That was voicemail? Y'all heard it ring. Y'all heard it ring. He was spamming my phone when I was on a goddamn flight talking about I blocked him, but as soon as I want to call him after I pull up the receipts on my own shit, on my own stream, he doesn't want to pick up. But you were
what is the point? There's just no fucking point.
spamming me every other time when I'm on a flight, when you're on stream. Let's be so real.
Anyways, guys, I think the moral of the story here is Lil Tay is the biggest clout chaser on planet Earth.
Yeah, and it's so fucking stupid. Like, she already, like, Lil Tay, you already went through your clout chasing era, the clip era, and all this shit. Why are you still doing this? Like, yo, you could have easily pushed into being, like, you know what I'm saying, a good, like, you know what I'm saying, top tier female streamer. Like, you could have changed up the whole, like, whole switch up. Like, bro, you could try to pull what Neon is trying to do right now, and like, yeah, you was like the little jit or whatever, like making the clips, like, I'm rich as hell, y'all broke as shit. Now you moved up off of that, y'all, like, yo, you could have been a cool streamer like that has genuinely fuck with what? I don't understand the optics. They make no sense. Make it make sense. Like, yo, I swear to God, yo, that Claire TikTok still be having me crying.
Whenever she was on stream with Rakai, they seemed like they were pretty good friends. I mean, they had their disagreements and arguments here and there from what I've seen on X. Although it's just crazy how in the end, whenever she eventually decided to leave his house, she instantly turned on him, went on stream, and began exposing him and leaking a ton of stuff that honestly just didn't need to be leaked. And she began just dragging this controversy for all it's worth. Most likely just trying to get as many people talking about her as possible to try to revive her dying career, because
and then it would die off immediately when Rakai just does the other shit, like just does another collab or does another stream. Like, it doesn't fucking matter.
Literally everybody forgot about her from 7 years ago. But anyways, guys, that's basically been it for today's video. Honestly, one of the most nothing burger dramas that we've seen all year. But regardless,
you know what I'm saying? Number 7, extra crispy fries.
if you guys did go on to enjoy, then do be sure to drop a like and subscribe, and also comment down below your thoughts on Lil Tay and Rakai. Who do you guys think is actually in the right and wrong? Anyways, I appreciate you all for watching the video. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all already know what it is. Shout out to Janky. We got Lil Tay just reached a new low. Of course, you want to watch the OG vid, down in the description, first link. Go show that love, y'all know what I'm saying. Go show love, the gang is Janky, man. Making good vids out here. But yo, my opinion, get that shit really expand more what I was saying. No, and Janky like just came up and saying for overall, like, who is in the right for this shit? Honestly, no one. To be honest, because even still, at least when I'm thinking, like, even still, the streams happen, the collabs happen within the audience or whatever. Obviously within Rakai, Lil Tay, and then coming off of that shit, Lil Tay optics plan, like I've been saying the whole vid, terrible. It doesn't make any sense. Like, it will be better, and for especially in terms of content, in her best interest to like keep those collabs and not really try to do all this like clout farming, Twitter farming shit. And then even on our guys' end, it's like, yeah, now he's ignoring her now and shit like that. But even on the still, and I know he kind of like likes this shit is happening because it still is bringing attention to his name. And like, we're still on that type of time. And like, yo, these heads are all farming for the clip. Like, let's never forget that. Like, all these heads is farming for the clip. The clips is what's gonna like push more heads to their name, no matter if it's good clips or bad clips. Which bad clips, like, but. That's even sidebar and that whole factor. Like, y'all already know how that junk gets down. But seriously though, like I was saying, shout out to Janky once again. And I'm finna catch y'all on the flip, baby. Peace.
Thank you.